Are you a wrestling fan, Dolph, or were you back in the day?
Not big. I did go to WrestleMania 3 when I was young, but I didn't really get into that too much.
Yeah, I was never really big into it either. My grandfather, I do remember him watching it a lot. In fact, down in Columbia, South Carolina, he worked for this meat company, and at local wrestling matches, it was apparently his job in the 50s, I believe, to give out a ham in the middle of the match.
All right.
So that's the connection I have to wrestling. But pro wrestling legend Ric Flair is on the mend right now after a week-long stay in the hospital. 70-year-old Ric Flair hasn't said exactly what kind of health problems he had recently or what he was treated for. Whatever it was, though, it was not inexpensive.
Thank you to all the doctors, nurses, everybody that brought me back again. It's a miracle again. It's a $1.8 million tune-up on the Nature Boy. That's how much all this has cost. Thank God for insurance. Woo!
Famous for that, woo, for sure. $1.8 million.
Ouch.
I mean, that's the kind of healthcare expense that could wipe us out financially. I mean, obviously, insurance, he mentioned he had that in there, so he wasn't out of pocket that much money. But how can we personally protect our retirement from something of that magnitude without that wrestling tough guy experience behind us?
Well, you ask yourself one quick question. At some point when you get into retirement, do you want to live a just-in-case retirement? And I talked about this in my book. Like, sometimes people are in that situation, well, it's not going to happen to me. This is going to happen to me. No, I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get sick. I'm not going to have that happen to me. My wife's going to do this. I mean, so many people live this life, Kristen, self-included. I'm sure he likes to, I'm never going to have a flat tire in my life. Well, expect the unexpected.
Yeah, things are going to happen. As soon as you think you're good to go, that's when life hits.
And if you're not ready for something to happen, kind of like the stock market, it's like, the market's going to go up forever. Well, some things don't happen that way. And when it does happen, are you prepared for that to happen? I have this wonderful couple that lives out by the lake, Louis and Norma, have been clients of mine for well over 12 years. And they're now getting in their 70s and so forth. But what I really love and really respect about Louis and Norma, besides the love they have for each other and the love that they have for their kids, they still do. They come to a lot of my workshops. They come to a lot of my seminars. We talk to them several times throughout the year, is they don't want to live a just-in-case retirement. They want to be prepared for the unknown. Long-term care costs, life insurance costs, medical costs, having enough income. And their strategies are so well in place for the last 5 or 6 years. They take one big vacation every year through some of the strategies that we've opened for them. We opened them like a vacation annuity. Where they put in, I think 10 years ago, they put in X amount of dollars, and they're just using the withdrawals in that annuity to fund their vacation every single year.
So it's not actually called that in real life. It's what you guys have classified it as a way to fund their fun vacations moving forward. I love that.
Thank you for verifying that. Yeah, there's not a thing, hey, go to I want to get a vacation annuity. No, it doesn't exist. That's just what we situated it. Then we had an income annuity. Then we have life insurance with Jeff, taking care of their long-term care if it happens, and so forth. Because that was what they looked at. And I wish everybody had that same open mind of, well, this might not happen to me, but if it does happen to me, I want to be prepared. Because my Uncle Sam has been in a nursing home now for 8 years. His long-term care insurance ran out after 5. He had a very high net worth, and in the last 4 years, it's dragging and eating away all this money to the point where, he's outliving what he's supposed to be doing, but he's not living the comfortable life now in long-term care because he's now having to switch to another home because the costs are so expensive. So don't live a just-in-case retirement.
Yeah, the what if is going to happen. As soon as you say, this is great, I'm perfect, I don't need this, or I don't have to worry about this, that's when Murphy moves in, right? That's when things change. So where do you stand now when things are good? Where do you stand when things change, be it on Wall Street or with your health in the future, or for your spouses, or for a family member that you need to help take care of? Find the answer to that out. It's not just a big what if. Dolph can help you do some math on that. Connect at clearincomeforlife.com. WBT.